Ya, nos encontramos aquí en Brooklyn Bridge, en Manhattan, reportando para el programa Punto de Vista Global, ya que bastantes estudiantes, miles de estudiantes están protestando porque necesitan el apoyo para fondos para las universidades, escuelas, colegios públicos. Se encuentran acá en Brooklyn Bridge. Nosotros nos encontramos acá reportando porque son una concentración bastante gigantesca, bastante numerosa de las personas que se encuentran acá marchando, pidiendo ese apoyo a las autoridades, a las diferentes autoridades. Como pueden apreciar, pues acá ustedes pueden ver, son miles de estudiantes que se encuentran acá. Seguimos reportando, recogiendo las imágenes que los estudiantes están acá marchando para buscar esa ayuda económica para las escuelas de fondos públicos. Esto es lo que estamos nosotros reportando acá, lo que está pasando aquí en el puente de Brooklyn Bridge. Son miles y miles y miles de estudiantes concentrados acá buscando esa ayuda a los gobernantes para que reciban ese apoyo, para que puedan gestionar y buscar esos fondos para las universidades y establecimientos universitarios educativos aquí en el estado de Nueva York. De aquí nos estaremos movilizando aquí frente a la alcaldía, al municipio de Nueva York, para que puedan seguir apoyando y reportando, dando ese soporte a los estudiantes. Eso es lo que están buscando, lo que están promoviendo hoy, impulsando, exigiendo a sus gobernantes que puedan seguir estudiando en las universidades públicas. Eso es lo que nosotros estamos reportando el día de hoy acá en Brooklyn Bridge. Hoy domingo 6 de marzo nos encontramos acá reportando para el programa Punto de Vista Global. Eso es lo que tenemos nosotros, el compromiso con nuestra comunidad para seguir cubriendo la noticia. Seguimos cubriendo la noticia de lo que se va suscitando aquí en el estado de Nueva York, ya que esta falta de apoyo de los gobernantes hace que estos estudiantes, padres de familia, profesores, cuerpo docente, estén acá el día de hoy recibiendo ese apoyo, recibiendo esa ayuda para las escuelas y buscando fondos públicos para las universidades de Cuny y Suny. Como les decimos, pues nosotros nos encontramos acá como programa Punto de Vista Global, siempre cubriendo estos magnos eventos, estas marchas, estas protestas que se van suscitando día a día acá, porque vamos a escuchar un poquito de fondo de acá, vamos a escuchar un poquito de fondo. Vamos a seguir recolectando imágenes. Más adelante estaremos ya recibiendo algunas inquietudes de algunas personas, de los estudiantes que están acá marchando y protestando, exigiendo a sus autoridades, a sus representantes, que cumplan con esas promesas de fondos de ayuda para los establecimientos educativos, para esos establecimientos públicos que necesita la ciudad de Nueva York. Como les habíamos mencionado, son miles de estudiantes que se encuentran acá. Ok, nos encontramos acá ya en la concentración de los estudiantes de Cuny. Bastantes estudiantes, miles de estudiantes. También el equipo de profesores, el equipo de administración de Cuny Y Suny. Vamos a entrevistarle aquí a una persona que está también apoyando a estas marchas. ¿Cómo está? Muy buenas tardes. ¿Cómo se llama?
Blanca Ramos.
Blanca, ¿por qué está el día de hoy acá?
Oh, yo soy estudiante del VIRIZON. Soy estudiante del Cuny.
¿Qué es lo que están buscando ustedes?
Estamos buscando un mejor deal para la escuela, más fondos, para tener una mejor educación para todos, para gente hispana, para gente morena, para gente de todos los países, para que haya suficiente para que todos podamos estudiar.
¿Qué es lo que les han prometido a ustedes las diferentes autoridades de Nueva York?
Pues estamos tratando de que den más fondos, no han prometido nada, eso estamos tratando de que den más fondos para la ciudad, para los estudiantes de Cuny Y Suny.
¿Esta es una primera marcha que se está realizando o piensan continuar en el caso de que eso no sea aprobado?
Si no es aprobado va a haber más marchas, sí, más marchas. Es la primera y va a haber más si no se aprueban los fondos para los estudiantes y las escuelas.
Muchísimas gracias.
So many musical instruments here, so you know there's some food around here somewhere. You should have found some swag, some shirts from UUP, from PSC, right? So everybody should be well clad and hopefully well fed soon. So thank you all for coming here today. What has this been about? This is about power. This is about building power together, and I think we were an incredible demonstration of what unity in power means. We heard from such strong leaders at Brooklyn Borough Hall, and we'll hear from a few more people here today, but this is really about you. This is really about each of us who will go back into our community, into our school, into our workplace, and say we have had enough of the disinvestment, of the racialized disinvestment in Cuny, and we have had enough of the underfunding of SUNY colleges and hospitals. Yes! Woo! There is a road to more funding this year, and we're taking that road. We are taking that road by working every single day in the next few weeks to reach our legislators, to speak out, to march, to rally, and yes, to tweet. So everyone, our impact will be so much larger if you all pick up your phone and make sure you send a Facebook message, send a tweet to your community, and send a message to your legislators. Okay, so now we are going to hear from a few people. Is Elisa Carl here? Yes, thank you. Welcome.
Thank you. Hi, everybody. It's amazing to be here with all of you. So delighted to be here with my comrades from PSC. That's right. And also my comrades from UUP and my fellow officers. My name's Alyssa Carl. I am the Vice President for Academics of UUP. I am an English professor way over in Western New York in Brockport, where it's colder than it is right now. But what I have to say is that it is our job, right? No matter what campus or hospital you're at, it is our job to educate and heal everybody, no matter where they're from, what walk of life. And what has happened is this state has left every campus and hospital alone and adrift with the austerity and the disinvestment. And it is time for that to stop. It's time for that to stop right now so that people like me can do our jobs and devote our time to educating students, and my fellow UUPers at the hospitals can heal the people of this state. What SUNY is asking for, we're asking for $100 million in operating funding for our campuses and $150 million in operating support for our hospitals. And we are 100% behind all of CUNY's asks for all of the same things, because in the end, we are creating and fostering the public good for the people of this state, and the people, the students, and the patients to get what they deserve. So let's call on our legislators to get that money in the budget. Thank you, everybody.
Thank you, Alyssa. Thank you, UUP. So everyone knows you should make your way over and grab some food. We have empanadas, we have samosas, we have hot chocolate. So Remy, you know we don't do this alone. We don't do this just unions. We don't do this only as students. We don't do this only as workers. We do this in coalition. And here in New York, we know that we've built a tremendous coalition around CUNY. And in New York State, we're working with state unions and state partners around SUNY. So we have right now a leader of our CUNY Rising Alliance to speak a few words. It's Remy Salas. Thank you.
What's up, people? What's up? How y'all feeling? So my name is Remy Salas. I am the campaign director for the CUNY Rising Alliance. You know, it's we fight every day. We do it with the people. I also want to give a shout out to our student organizer, Labiba. She's been doing great work bringing all the students together. We're in a special moment right now. We never have been this close to like really fighting for public education. And I want to make sure that we keep fighting. We don't stop, because when we're fighting for public education, we're fighting for our neighbors. We're fighting for everyone. People that are coming into our country, and people that say that when people doubt the people, black and brown communities, we want to make sure that we just want to get educated. We want an opportunity. We want a chance to really change the narrative, all right? So as the campaign director, we're fighting for mental health resources. This is very much needed. We're fighting for more jobs for professors to keep the quality of education at CUNY as well as in SUNY, because that's our partners, right? I'm loving the enthusiasm from all of us. So before I introduce our an assembly member that's really fighting for us as well, I want to make sure we make so much noise that everybody here can hear us. So when I count to 3, everybody says CUNY, and then we're gonna shout out SUNY. So 1, 2, 3, CUNY! And now I'm gonna say 1, 2, 3, SUNY! Thank you, everybody. Our next speaker is gonna be Assembly Member Harvey Epstein.
How are we doing out there? I don't hear you. Do we want free CUNY? Are we fighting for higher education? That's right. My name is Assemblymember Harvey Epstein. I represent the 74th District, not far from here. My father's a CUNY alum. I'm a CUNY alum. My wife's a CUNY alum. My daughter, she's going to CUNY. We believe in public education. We are fighting for all our families. My father couldn't have gone to college if CUNY wasn't free. My grandmother, raising 3 boys on her own, she delivered milk in Brooklyn. My father got lucky, got a job at the post office, and went to Brooklyn College because he could afford to go because it was free. Since the 70s, we've lost the opportunity for generations of New Yorkers to get through that path, to get opportunity. We are fighting to get it back. We need a new deal for CUNY. We need to fight for public education. We need to fight for free education, because that's what we're about. I'm going to stand and fight with you until we get it done. CUNY power!
Okay, next, I think we have here we have Assembly Member Farris from Forest. Is she here? Yes. Woo! Thank you.
Hello everyone, I'm very glad to be with you today. I am proud to say that I am a CUNY alum. CUNY raised, CUNY made. And as an alum of our beautiful system, the system that has worked for 100 years to uplift working class New Yorkers, in which today overwhelmingly serves our black and brown communities. But today, our higher education system is facing a crisis, and it wasn't born out of coronavirus. It was born out of years and decades of disinvestment. The implementation of tuition at CUNY was a racist attack on people of color. When CUNY was majority white, it was free. And that's what built the middle class that we see here in New York City. When the demands of the civil rights movement forced CUNY to admit large numbers of faces that look like mine, the state began to cut. Is that right? Is that right? And so in recent years, the disadvancement had only gotten worse. I had spoken to the president of CUNY Medgar Evers, the black institution that sits in central Brooklyn. And they're sitting with a budget for programming of $5 million for an entire institution. Is that right? So what happens today? When we continue to disinvest, we pay for it in two ways. We pay by taxing the neediest students through tuition increases, and we pay for it by cutting from adjuncts and operating costs. Exactly, boom. The coronavirus has only exacerbated that, because not only do we have crumbling buildings, but we have students suffering. Students suffering because they can't get through college, and they're suffering mentally because they're not having the support they deserve. CUNY has changed my life, had given my life a brand new start. If I can stand today as a tenant organizer, as a nurse, as your own state assembly sitting in District 57, it's because CUNY made that possible. Do not let them treat CUNY as a second-class citizen. Do not let them treat the students of CUNY as second-class citizens. When we stand up today and we say, fight back, that's because CUNY is doing something for the black people in this city. CUNY is doing something for the brown faces in this city. And don't let them take that away from us. Never. Not today, not now, not ever. 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 CUNY power!
Wow, let's hear it. Thank you. You can see what champions we have in Albany. Thank you, Assembly Member. Next, we're going to hear from longtime Hotel Trades Council member and School of Labor and Urban Studies student, Marinescu.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Marius, and I'm a proud union member of the HTC. I've been a server at the Rainbow Room since 2014. The COVID pandemic has deeply impacted so many workers and their family, just like mine. Hotel workers in particular are struggling to make ends meet and get rehired, because HTC has fought so hard to make sure members have good middle-class jobs. In the past, many of us have been able to save to go to school or to send our children to college. However, with unemployment at hotels still very high, families and parents can no longer afford to pay or save for college. My wife and I are both graduate students at CUNY. We are firm believers that education provides the pathway to a middle-class lifestyle and a higher living standard. We have two kids, both are in high school. My eldest is a senior and my youngest is a junior. Our children will be attending college soon, but the cost of higher education has been massive burden on our family. We are a family of 4 and all currently or soon to be enrolled in college. That is a lot of debt for a working class family. Like so many workers here today, I was laid off during the pandemic. My eldest son is applying to colleges, and I'm so proud that he has been already accepted at SUNY. But with the Omicron surge, I was once again laid off. My family knows firsthand the unique benefits of CUNY and SUNY education. Students came from different backgrounds, which helps them gain a greater understanding of interacting with a wide range of social groups and feeling more confident in their own abilities to interact with others. The next step in continuing CUNY and SUNY long legacy of improving workers' lives and creating a world-class higher education system is to make higher education free and improve the school quality by providing more access to advisors. Free education increases society productivity, increases involvement in civic affairs, and creates more high school jobs and a broader workforce. Additionally, graduating without debt will encourage them to buy a house or a car rather than avoiding college, afraid of the debt they will accumulate. This is why I'm here today, demanding free higher education so more working and middle-class families can send themselves and their children to college. Excelsior!
Thank you, thank you, thank you. Is everyone hanging in there? You're doing good? Food's over there. You look beautiful as ever. We are now hearing from a UUP activist, Samuel Marquez.
Thank you, everyone. Good afternoon. I'm a professor at SUNY downstate in the Department of Cell Biology. I'm Director of Anatomy, and I am the UUP Vice President of Academics. I am so happy to see my UUP colleagues from across SUNY and my former colleagues from CUNY. I have a special place in my heart for CUNY because I began my career as an adjunct instructor at Lehman College in the Bronx. It was there that I saw the importance of activism when New York State tried to cut the TAP program. That cut would have prevented 20% of my students from registering the following semester. It was that critical. Through protests and rallies, we prevented that budget cut, and so I am proud to stand here with you today. Public higher education is how we can make a better society. And that better society, that better world, is a place where everyone can see a doctor or a healthcare professional that looks like them and understands their struggles. Where students can be in a classroom with a teacher that has walked in their shoes. And that is possible only if SUNY and CUNY are fully funded. We all know when there are more black and brown doctors in our neighborhoods, people are more comfortable having regular preventive visits. Health outcomes improve, life expectancy increases, and we begin to halt the epidemic in communities of color. The SUNY teaching hospitals and SUNY downstate, where I'm from, specifically produces more doctors of color than any institution in this state. SUNY public teaching hospitals will create healthier communities. We are a public teaching hospital, and incredibly, we get no direct state support. This must change. Listen, even before COVID, chronic disease has been ravaging black and brown communities. No question about that, that's a fact. Simply due to the color of one's skin, individuals experience higher rates of diabetes, heart disease, asthma, cancer, and significantly higher rates of mortality in childbirth. Through better education, through public higher education, we can raise up one another. We can make our communities healthier and stronger, but we cannot do it without fully funding SUNY, CUNY, and our SUNY hospitals. It is fair and just. That's the two words that we're not asking for. This is a fair request, and it is just. Thank you, everybody, for coming. God bless you all.
Thank you, UUP. Okay, next we have Nora Blackman-Richards and a few colleagues. She's a Sikh director and works at Delaney Hall at Queens College, and we have heard about their struggle lately.
Thank you very much. My name is Norka. 31 years ago, in an act of equity and justice and reparations, the Sikh program at Queens College, with an enrollment of almost 3,000 students at the time, was granted a building that contained offices, classrooms for faculty and staff, and common areas for students. I have some students here with me.
Nos encontramos acá también con otro representante de CUNY que está exigiendo la ayuda económica para los establecimientos públicos. ¿Cómo está? Muy buenas tardes. ¿Cómo se llama?
Samuel Márquez, hijo de padres colombianos.
Samuel, ¿qué es lo que están pidiendo a ustedes el día de hoy?
Simplemente que nos dé el apoyo por el objetivo de darle la educación a todos los representantes de minoría.
Y con esta marcha, con esta protesta, ¿ustedes piensan conseguir algo? ¿Tienen alguna propuesta, algún ofrecimiento de las autoridades?
Sí, nosotros estamos pidiendo la gobernadora, Hocho, que cambie el propuesto de lo que ella ha proponido para que dé más dinero a nuestra causa. Ya ellos saben qué es lo que estamos pidiendo y queremos demostrar el apoyo que tenemos en este objetivo.
En el caso de que no se cumpla, ¿qué piensan hacer? ¿Cuáles son las medidas que van a tomar ustedes?
Es muy difícil, si no nos dan la ayuda, ya nuestro hospital en Brooklyn tiene que cerrar o votar 50% porque no hay el dinero para sostener esa operación. Y ese hospital es específico para la comunidad de minorías, de gente del Caribe, gente de Centro y Suramérica, y sería una tragedia si no tenemos el hospital trabajando para nosotros.
Nosotros le escuchamos en inglés, algo que mencionó usted. ¿Podría hacer un pequeño resumen de lo que dijo para la gente que habla español?
Claro, claro. Yo asistí a una escuela en el Bronx porque la tuición fue muy baja, pero la calidad de la educación, estoy aquí. Yo soy el director de anatomía de la Escuela de Medicina de Downstate Health Sciences University y por esa educación me abrió las puertas. Mi papá siempre me dice, por la medio de la educación, usted va a sobresalir de la pobreza que tenemos que sufrir cuando no estamos educados. Educación es la clave para éxito en el mundo de aquí.
Muchísimas gracias.
What is right by BIPOC students, faculty, and staff. Protect and support programs like SEED. We have been here over 50 years and we've paid our dues many times over. We need to heal New York. We need to heal.
Thank you, Director Blackman-Richards. Hi, everyone. My name is Zaire Kalu. I'm the Student Association President on my campus and also a Sikh Generation 21 President. Thank you all so much for being here, and thank you all for being living shoulders to stand on. Just as much as we stand on the shoulders of the past, like Percy E. Sutton, creator of Delaney Hall, on the Queens campus, our EOP program, which provides free education, personal counseling, supplemental instructors, tutoring, MetroCards, and give equal access to education. SEEK is a hub of diversity, equity, and inclusion. Isn't that what we've always asked for? Right? Free CUNY, right? We have that at Delaney. We've always asked for MetroCards, equal access to education for everyone from different walks of life. We have that at Delaney. But SEEK is always under attack. We as students have fought for budget cuts of 40% at the beginning of the semester. And 60 days ago, SEEK faced a racial and anti-Semitic attack. This caused both students, faculty, and staff to close the building with demands to help our students feel safe on campus. These demands included public safety being present 3 times a day in the building, fixing lights in the building, and not letting the legacy of Percy E. Sutton live on. To not only honor the names of our predecessors, but to honor their work. Let's protect SEEK. Let's protect our Jewish students. Let's protect our Black students. Let's protect our students and fully fund SEEK and its students. Education is a right. Fight, fight, fight. Education is a right. Fight, fight, fight. Education is a right. Thank you all so much.
Hello everyone, my name is Bernita. I'm a freshman SEEK student and a member of our student association. SEEK gives me an opportunity to receive education without having to dwell on how I'm going to pay for school. I am able to receive counseling for my mental health. My SEEK counselor does frequent check-ins to make sure that I am well and okay, and I am able to receive tutoring for my classes. When I am struggling in any aspect of life, I know that I have a family and people to turn to, and they're always there to listen. Both of my cousins are products of the SEEK program. I have watched the SEEK program help them and aid them in achieving their life goals. Delaney being closed means we can't access our counselors when we have problems in our lives. The home of students of color has been vandalized. The campus is open, but we don't feel welcome. The attack on Delaney is an attack on students, faculty, and staff. Students, faculty, staff, unite. Same struggle, same fight. I need you guys to hear me when I say this. Students, faculty, and staff, unite. Same struggle, same fight. Students, faculty, and staff, unite. Same struggle, same fight. We are asking for the safety and protection for Delaney and more funding for programs such as SEEK. Thank you all for being here.
Thank you so much, Queens College. And who else is here? Do we have Brooklyn College here? Do we have the Graduate Center here? Do we have BMCC here? And which SUNY colleges are here? Okay, we have Albany. Who else? Nassau Community College. Great. Thank you all for being here. Next, we have Zaif Alam, the United Student Senate Vice Chair for Disability Affairs. Thank you.
Good afternoon, our fellow CUNY and SUNY students, faculty, staff, and our elected officials. My name is Zaif Alam, and I'm the University Student Senate Vice Chair of Disability Affairs. I'm here today to advocate for our students with disabilities regards to student empowerment. Today is the day to rally for a more fully funded CUNY, especially for our students with disabilities. For years, our disability advocates have been lobbying for the $15 million funding so we can hire more more disability staff, purchase more assistive technology, and improve our leads advisement program, improve faculty development training, so our faculty members can better accommodate students with disabilities, and many more. Although our New York State government agreed to provide $2 million of funding, we need $13 million of additional funding so our students with disabilities receive the support that they need to complete their degree requirements.
Hola, nos encontramos también acá con otra persona que está apoyando para buscar estos fondos de ayuda para los establecimientos públicos aquí en el estado de Nueva York. ¿Cómo está? Muy buenas tardes. ¿Cómo se llama?
Hola, soy Ariadna. Ariadna.
¿Qué es lo que están buscando el día de hoy acá?
Hoy estamos buscando el trato nuevo para Cuny Y Suny para que tengamos más oportunidades y más recursos para seguir estudiando.
¿Qué es lo que está estudiando usted en CUNY?
Ahora mismo estoy estudiando sociología para ir a la escuela de ley después de graduarme.
Y ustedes el día de hoy se concentraron acá, vimos que había miles de personas. ¿Va a haber más apoyo de los estudiantes, de los otros estudiantes?
Sí, aunque no todos los que quisieron venir hoy vinieron, tenemos más estudiantes que están peleando, que han participado en otras reuniones, peleando con los representantes para que ellos peleen en la legislación para que nos den el dinero que necesitamos, que queremos.
¿Qué es lo que les han prometido las autoridades? ¿Han hablado con algunas autoridades como gobernador, como alcaldía?
Hemos hablado con representantes, hemos hablado con legisladores y algunos han prometido pelear y para traer nuestras demandas al Senado, al gobernador, para que en el trato nuevo ellos nos den más dinero.
Un mensaje para esas autoridades y los estudiantes que se sumen a esta causa justa.
Necesitamos el dinero, necesitamos estos recursos para seguir nuestra educación. Estas son escuelas de gentes hispanas, latinas y negras. Necesitamos ese dinero, es nuestra única opción.
Muchísimas gracias.
It's nice to see everyone here fighting for a new deal for CUNY, being all in for CUNY and SUNY. It's nice to see my Hunter comrades over there. CUNY is a fundamental, important, vital aspect to this city. CUNY was a part of a broader social democratic welfare state that defined New York City, a city with a majority working class background. CUNY was free.
There was open admissions. There was better infrastructure. There was unlimited public services until 1975, right when it became integrated. It was all taken from us. CUNY is now the largest public university system in the country. It is serving 500,000 students, and 77% of them are people of color. We do not need CUNY to be affordable. We need it to be free. Do you know what CUNY being free would mean for me? Do you know what it would mean for my generation? Do you know what having more full-time faculty would mean? More mental health counselors, more academic advisors that actually give a damn about us, who care? It would mean everything. Do you know what it would mean to not have slow elevators? To not have crowded escalators? Because the escalators at Hunter is crowded. Broken windows? To not have broken bathroom stall doors? And ceilings that are not going to fall all the time? Missing ceilings? Do you know what it would mean? It would mean mine and everyone's safety. The protection of every student's education. And like I said before, for Black and brown working class students to not be excluded from history this time. To have the right to be autonomous and to determine our own education.
Nos encontramos también con otra estudiante que está manifestándose, exigiendo a las autoridades del estado de Nueva York para esa ayuda económica que necesitan los establecimientos educativos públicos. ¿Qué es lo que están pidiendo ustedes el día de hoy acá?
Hoy estamos pidiendo que el estado de Nueva York nos dé dinero para que los estudiantes vayan a la universidad gratis, que nos den más recursos para la salud mental y para que den a los profesores una vivienda, como la plata que se requiere para ellos, para que nos enseñen, porque a veces los profesores no tienen los recursos para enseñarnos. Y los estudiantes también, sacamos muchas deudas, las escuelas se están cayendo literalmente, los baños, los elevadores no trabajan. Y especialmente con la pandemia, muchos estudiantes han tenido que salirse de la escuela porque no han tenido los recursos, no hay quien les enseñe a registrarse para las clases. Muchos de nosotros trabajamos al mismo tiempo de estar en la escuela, entonces es algo muy fuerte y solo lo que estamos pidiendo es que el gobierno nos dé más plata para que podamos completar la escuela.
Ustedes están recibiendo el apoyo también de todo el plantel docente de Cuny Y Suny para apoyar estas iniciativas.
Sí. Estamos queriendo que nos dé más dinero para Cuny y Suny. Y también hay muchas organizaciones de labor que quieren que los paguen lo que se necesita.
¿Por qué piensas tú que no han venido todos los estudiantes o la mayor cantidad de estudiantes el día de hoy?
Una razón muy grande es porque muchos estudiantes están trabajando actualmente para pagar su escuela, entonces no tienen el privilegio de estar aquí con nosotros, pero sé que ellos nos están apoyando donde están. Y también mucha gente que va a CUNY son la primera persona en su familia que van a la universidad, entonces también tienen que cuidar de su familia, a sus hermanos, entonces hay muchas cosas que los estudiantes de CUNY hacen que es una experiencia diferente de una estudiante tradicional.
¿Qué estás estudiando tú?
Yo estoy estudiando Marketing Management.
Ahora mi pregunta es que quisiera que envíes un mensaje a los estudiantes, a los profesores, pero sobre todo a las autoridades para que se cumplan sus exigencias.
Bueno, a los estudiantes les quiero decir que nunca se rinden, que sigan creyendo en ellos mismos y que hay que seguir trabajando, hay que seguir creyendo en nosotros mismos. Y para las autoridades quiero decirles que por favor nos escuchen, que también apóyennos con recursos, con su presencia y siendo ejemplares para las gentes jóvenes, porque vamos a ser el futuro y necesitamos ese apoyo.
Muchísimas gracias.
students, faculty, staff, all the unions in our coalition, we will.
I want to thank everybody who came out today. I want to thank our partners in UUP. I want to thank everybody in organized labor who showed up today. I want to thank the amazing staff of the UUP and the amazing staff of the PSC who put this together. When you look around, you heard from Tatiana. They sometimes say students are future leaders. We have some leaders here already. She's already a leader. We have an opening this year, and it's an opening that was made possible by people on whose shoulders we stand. I said it on the other side of the bridge. I'm going to say it again. I look around here, I see people who built a coalition. I saw Steve London, former PSC vice president, here. I see Barbara Bowen, PSC president, still here. The vision that they had was a multiracial coalition of students, faculty, staff, and organized labor, because when we lift up Cuny Y Suny, we lift up the entire working class of the city and the state. So we have 3 weeks for you to get on the phone, get on email, get on social media, go to your district offices and let them know it is not good enough to improve the budget. We need a transformative budget in this year's state. Thank you everybody for coming out today. Students, faculty, staff, unite! Fight, fight, fight! Students, faculty, staff, unite! Fight, fight, fight! Students, faculty, staff, unite! Fight, fight, fight! Thank you all!
Best trained, best educated, best equipped, best prepared troops refuse to fight.
Llegamos ya al final de nuestro programa Punto de Vista Global, que se transmite desde Nueva York. Como siempre, nuestro compromiso es con nuestra comunidad, con las personas que realmente necesitan esa difusión de los diferentes eventos que se suscitan acá. Sí quiero agradecer a nuestra audiencia por siempre estar pendientes y atentos de nuestras redes sociales. Hoy también quiero anunciar que estamos saliendo todos los días martes de 6 a 7 de la noche en el canal 4 de Manhattan Neighbor Network. También nos pueden ubicar en el canal 67 de Fios, en el 36 de Spectrum 1988 y también en el canal 85 de RCN, todos los días martes de 6 a 7 de la noche. Y en nuestras redes sociales, en Facebook, Punto de Vista Global, en YouTube, Punto Global, en Instagram, Punto de Vista Global y en Twitter, @global_punto. Hemos llegado, como les decíamos, al final de nuestro programa. Mi nombre es Orlando Carrera, un abrazo para todos. Dios mediante, nos vemos en una próxima ocasión.